Okay, y'all, today I'm using, is this called Hip Hip Hooray? It'll say in the title, but I am using this gorgeous kit to mark the week of my mother-in-law's surprise 70th birthday party. When this kit came, or the art came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. And I used it with Hannah's like confetti gold. I think it was a foil of the month, and I think it turned out perfect. And I'm also going to be mixing it with some champagne lights and also some regular gold, and I think it is a perfect match. But yeah, I love the colors of this. I love the underlays. I'm kind of like sad I have to cover them up because of just how perfect this all matches. But let's go ahead and get into the day by day. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and get into this. So I have all my scripts here. I've been doing custom multis with Hannah, and they have been working out perfectly. So on Monday, or not on Monday, on the sidebar here, I don't really have any like actual stickers pulled, but I have the scripts pulled. So I'm going to go ahead and mark in that it was the surprise party for my mother-in-law. I planned it and it was so fun. It was not a surprise to her because she is just too smart for us. And then I also booked 2 Disney trips this week, which is just so fun and exciting. So for that, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I actually should have out like some kind of matching scribbler. Maybe this green color would be pretty, the green sparkly. I'm trying to think of how I can do this. Let's do this one, and then grab this green. Also, this blue would be really pretty too, but I think I'm gonna go with the green. Okay, so I think also I need to do my nails because they look rough and tough. Just ignore them. So for booking said Disney trip, I don't think I have any Disney related stickers on there necessarily, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab out. I've been trying to get ones that match every week. That's not a Disney binder. That'll do it. That'll do it. All right, let me grab this one. I'm still so bummed that my last spread, like, I didn't have audio on. It's just very sad times to be alive. I feel like Snow White kind of oddly matches. So let's use Snow White. I'm gonna go cut my nails. They're just getting too long. I feel like I've never had this problem my whole entire life where my nails are just getting too long. Let's go ahead and stick that in there. So I booked 2 Disney trips. One was like already kind of booked, but it was like we made it official. So Disney, book 2 Disney. I'm gonna go cut my nails real quick because they just driving me nuts and I won't be able to concentrate. So let's just do it. Okay, we're back. So on Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Dang, 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 dang. So I'm gonna put in that it was Juneteenth. Let me find something that's like kind of contrasty. I think this would be cute if I do just like that and then just do Juneteenth. This is from Hannah's like holiday sheet. I think that's cute like that. And then I did sleep in till 8, which at this point was a very big accomplishment. So we're gonna go ahead and mark that with a little fang. I could also have like one extra color that I need to remember to kind of sort in. Let me rearrange my life here. Okay. Then I did get my lashes done this day. I think I only have room for little things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll with that, and I'm gonna do a orange on the bottom, and then actually I might have room for like a thick like strip, so maybe I'll do the light blue. Yeah, I have room for that. I could have left more room and then you could have saw more of the stuff, but that's okay. So for sleeping in, where are my tweezers? Oh, they're right here. For sleeping in, this is the wrong sheet. Let's go ahead and grab the alarm clock. Put that in there with my sleep in script. If I don't say they're from anywhere, they're from Hannah. And then, like I said, I did get my lashes done. So I'm just going to go in. I actually have a lash appointment next week, which I'm very excited about because at first I was like, you know what? I like this. And then like the more like, and Nick was like, I think you look better with them. And I don't really think that influenced my thoughts, but also like, I don't know. I just feel like I looked like I had makeup on all the time and I feel like I didn't need to put makeup on, but now I'm like, I feel like I want to put makeup on because I feel like I look like not great. So there's that. So lash appointment, that's from Once More with Love. And then I was at work. I went in and made some de-stash boxes while Nick was working on other things. So I'll use the SPC little sticker here. But yeah, Nick was doing, I don't actually remember what Nick was doing. He was just doing work and I was like, yeah, he drove me on a lash appointment this day. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go make some de-stash boxes. And I put those up and those already have sold out, of course. Then afterwards, this is another 4-thing day. So I'm just going to use, I think, little things and then maybe like one of these rounded boxes. For the thing that I want to mark the biggest, which will be in the rounded box, I am going to mark that the boys had haircuts. So I think I'm going to mark that with the green. Just keep that in mind. We did have to go to H-E-B to order a cake for Nick's mom's birthday. So for that, I am going to use the dark blue. I'm going to do a pattern since the one below it, above it, is not a pattern. So for that, and then also afterwards, we came home and there was no air conditioning, which was stressful because it was like 7,312 degrees outside. So we were like, gotta get that fixed. So basically they were like, we called the like ones we're supposed to call and they were like, yeah, you know, we'll be out on Thursday. It's like 10,000 degrees out. Obviously for me, you know, I would have dealt with it, but like I have kids and I feel like that's a little too hot to be like hanging out. Because it was like, it probably would have gotten, if I had to guess, to at least like 85 in my house, which is not unlivable, but it's not comfortable. So we ended up, my father-in-law came over and figured out like what was wrong. And we basically needed a, like some, I don't remember what it's called, like the kind of the fuse, but they're like, I don't know if they're called something different, but they're like bigger. Blue, and Amazon couldn't get it to us till Wednesday. So we called back the people who were going to come look at it and said like, hey, this is what's wrong. And they're like, okay, well, we can charge you kind of a boatload if you want us to come do it today, like as a rush. And we do have that, like whatever it was, available. So we were just like, yeah, it was like definitely an expensive experience, but we then didn't need to buy the thing on Amazon and also wait till Thursday. And I don't think, it might have been like maybe realistically like $100 cheaper to do it this day, or more expensive to do it this day, which in my opinion, $100 to have air conditioning for 2 days is kind of worth it, because I just think I would have also been miserable. So no AC. That was all fixed within like 6 hours though, which is nice. And then the boys had haircuts this day. So hair. They had haircuts. We went to this new place, which was super nice. I actually, funnily enough, just booked Bennett haircut before school starts because he's starting 1st grade. And I feel like his hair looks the most like grown out because they didn't even have like, they only had one appointment before Bennett starts, and Bennett starts in like a week and a half, which I just thought that was wild, but I totally understand. So I went ahead and booked that. And then we got H-E-B barbecue because my in-laws were still over for the air conditioning fiasco. So we just went ahead and got takeout that day. So this was before I like got into my cooking all the time business, which I have been loving. Then later on, we had an impromptu girls' night. I think Hannah was in a bad mood, so that was the situation. So Hannah came over and, well, at first I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I was like, wait, I don't have air conditioning. And then I was like, wait, just kidding, I do have air conditioning. So it was like a whole whirlwind of an adventure on that one. So we had an impromptu. Oh wait, I'm supposed to put 5 things in here, so maybe no, maybe not this thicky right here, but let's go ahead and just kind of zhuzh everything around. So we had an impromptu girls' night, and I actually won all of the games tonight, which was very cool. At least that's what I put down, which sounds weird, but also it could have happened. So let's put this on top, and then let's do green. No. It's going to have to be this green. And then the dark blue in between, that's the pattern. Because I like, if I can, to do every other with pattern. If at all physically possible. So for impromptu girls night, I'm going to go ahead and put that in with an impromptu sticker. And then for girls night, I am going to go ahead and just grab the one of the Me and Hannah stickers, which actually reminds me, today I realistically should do new, what are they called? New little stickers for us. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down somewhere because otherwise I'll forget. New pals. I'll remember. I'm going to stick that here. Should honestly just get them done to put them in the shop because I have been procrastinating. Then we played Dice Throne. We played Azul Queen's Garden. We played Taverns of Tiefenthal as well as Arc Nova. And we made this like kind of taco dip thing that I was like craving, and it was super duper yummy. And then I'm just going to go ahead. These are regular gold. Do I have sparkly gold versions of this? I feel like I have to. Yes, I do. I'm just going to go ahead and put in some stickers. I'm not going to really care too much today about them matching the game themselves. Let's do this one for Azul, and then this one. I feel like I need more ones that are just cards for Arc Nova. I'm getting hungry. I have to take a break. Then on Tuesday, Bennett was up all night. My stomach is growling, y'all. Growling. All right. So let's go ahead and do a yellow. Bennett was up this night because he said his stomach hurt, and we took him to the doctor's this day because he was like really complaining about it. So we just wanted to make sure everything was good. And we honestly couldn't remember the last time he pooped. So we're a little worried about that, but they felt around and felt that he was okay and didn't need any intervention of sorts. So for Bennett going to the doctor and being up all night, I'm just going to use the little stethoscope, which basically they just said to add more fiber to his diet. If that is a vitamin, that is a vitamin. And to get him like kids Pepto and just kind of see where it goes. And if he hasn't pooped, then a laxative, which he ended up pooping. It was a couple days later though. So sleepless B. And then Nick and I went out to, let me see what I have actually. We went out to lunch. I saw this on Instagram. It's called, I don't know if it's Nido or Nido or Nido. But basically it's like this really cool hotel rooftop restaurant that has a really cool view of the city. So we went there. It was super hot, but it was fun. And then we went to the Domain. We went to Starbucks. We went to CB2. We didn't get anything at CB2, but we just wanted to walk around. And then we also went to Yeti to get his brother a cup for his birthday because his brother's birthday just passed and his brother was coming to visit us. And then later on Tuesday, it was a real time to be alive on Tuesday. So let's go ahead and put some things in. I think I'm going to use Big Little Things. I think that would be very cute. So we're going to do this one. And then we're going to do the green. So it'd be doot down here. And then the other two are going to be the orange and the dark blue. I'm going to do the orange next to the blue because they're like much more different colors. And then I am going to do this one here. I think that's perfect, perfect, perfect. So Nick and I did cuddle and we ended up taking a quickie little nap. So we're going to do that with, I think, a little like candle because candles remind me of relaxing, from the Mini Icons version 2. And then I did bath routine, which I'm gonna use a little bath bomb. I have now adopted the whole bath routine. I do besides on Wednesday nights, I do the Givens of the Bath. So this is going to be a with B&T. I think this is from Sugar Doll Plants Shop or something. Let me see. I think so. We're just going to go with it because I don't know where it is in my thing. But with B&T. And then Nick and I played Terraforming Mars together. This was the first time we played it, I think. It took forever because Bennett was like playing in the playroom and he like kind of, not like tripped, but kind of tripped, I guess, on, he tripped on, where's the little doctor icon? Is it on here or here? Here. He tripped on like the nugget, like it's hard to explain. We'll just call it tripping because he like stepped on it and then like slid and then tripped and then caught himself on his arm. Basically, he had a sprained wrist. So this happened before this, but he was like kind of complaining about it, but then he was complaining about it more. And then I was like, it was like kind of swollen and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to mess with it as far as like if he did like break it or sprain it. I didn't think he broke it because I think he'd be more like wild about it, but I just wanted to make sure everything was solid. So Nick ended up taking him to the urgent care because he was like really carrying on about it. And they just said that it was a sprain and he needed to wear like a little sprained wrist situation. So drink break. Forgot to make sure new releases were solid, but they're solid. So Wednesday, Bennett was up all night complaining about his wrist. So that was just the thing. So I was tired this day. I was a little tired. So let's go ahead and put in the other things that I wanted to note this day. So first things first, it was Girls' Day / Pool Day. It's always a fun time. So let me go ahead and go into pool question mark. LMNOP. Pool. I do have these cute little, do I use those? Yeah, I'm going to use one of these balls. I'm going to use the yellow one. I think it matches. For, oopsies. Oops-a-daisies. All right. This is for Girls' Day / Pool Day. I'm going to put in pool. And then afterwards, we got sweet lemon for lunch, which I am going to just grab this little like to-go bag because Nick actually went and got it and then brought it to the pool for us, which was very, very sweet and it was super yum. Sweet lemon. And then we had a meeting. I'm going to put in quotation marks because basically we just needed, I feel like we needed another meeting to get our butts in a row with BG Girlies, which I feel like we both are just very busy at this time of year meeting. And then afterwards we played some games. So I'm just going to do my little things all the way down. So I'm going to do green at the bottom. And that will be over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I thought. We're going to do green and then we're going to do this blue, which is the lighter blue on the top. And then in between, we'll do a patterned yellow in the center. And then I'm going to do the 2 remaining colors in solid. I'm going to do, since this blue's here, I'm going to put this blue here. And then this blue here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we did play Earth, which we hate. We played Dice Throne. These were all like things we needed to take pictures of. We played Dice Throne. We booked the 2 trips. We then played My Little Everdell, which was super cute. And then we played Wingspan. So that's what's going to go in there. And then underneath, while we're like on this, I'm not really sure why I separated it this way because I don't feel like these needed to be this spaced out. But I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these like boxes for Terraforming Mars because this is the first time me and Hannah played it together. And for that, I'm just going to use the little like scribbler holding the cards because why not? And I'll fill in those icons in a second. And I'm going to go ahead and cut Terraforming Mars in half. and do Terra Mars. Just super fun. It's like a space game. Then we also played Fun Fair, which I think I might just put these in these, I think, or maybe at least one of them in this so that it's not so like empty. Maybe I'll do one and then a little thing. I don't know. I feel like I could use a whole nother one, but let me see like what a little thing would look like. Let's do the little thing. YOLO. Let's do a pattern one because I have way more of the pattern ones oddly right now than I do the solids, and just stick that there. You can see a lot more of the pattern behind it. Yeah, that's cute. So then we did play Fun Fair, which was a new game to us, as well as Parks Memories, which is another newer game. I'm gonna go back up to my little icons here and just go ahead and put, these are the game icons from Planet Hannah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plop these into the games we played. I'm really running through these. For my little Everdell, let's do the little trophy, it'd be cute. And for Wingspan, we'll just use the little cards. And then for Fun Fair, I'm just gonna use the little meeple-ish thing. And for Parks Memories, I'm going to just use some more cards. Then I also have for booking the 2 Disney trips. I think I am going to use on this sheet, there is, well, actually, do I have this one? I do have it in sparkly. I have the little Mickey head that's on the Icons 2 page, which is super cute. Then on Thursday, Bennett again was up most of the night. Oh, this wasn't, actually it wasn't because of his wrist, it was because of his stomach that he was up. That's the whole thing. Which they did also done check his stomach again whenever he went to the urgent care, and they still thought he was okay, even that like a different like second opinion type thing. Then on this day, I'm also going to do the same thing again, where I am going to do the like 3 different or 4 different big little things, which I'm kind of running out of. So we're gonna just work with what we got. So I need to make sure I use more yellow to pull that into the spread. And then we'll do this one. This spread is so cute. I love this kit. I think it's perfect for like anyone's birthday. So on this day, I worked on BG Girlies because I was on a roll with just getting stuff done. I'm not on a roll anymore. I am just really losing it. Then I got my canes because I wanted my Post Malone cup. And then I went to, oh, I ended up not putting anything in here. Let's see. I didn't pull out a script for here, so let me just see if I have one. I don't really have one. Because I went and got, okay, so got canes, and then I went to Target for my water bows, which I'm thinking what I could do is I could switch these. This would be the easiest solution because I didn't like do like a shower script. I probably don't need to drown it so much, but we're going to pick this up. I'm going to put the water bows on the bottom one. Bows? I don't know. It's just like a waterproof one. It's not like particularly water specific. And then I'm just going to grab the little Target icon and put this here. And then I am going to just go ahead and use a Target script because I decided to go to Target just to get one. I was going to order one online, but I wanted it now. So Target, and I just love it for the shower. Just get to jam out to music and enjoy my shower. So we have that. And then for canes, I do have a canes bag, but I think I'm just going to use the fork and knife mini icon from the Champagne Lights sheets. And then for BG Girlies, I am going to use a camera because I was mostly like taking pictures and video for that. And then for buying my water bows and taking a shower, I am going to use the little music note. There's so many really good icons on the icons too. If you don't have them, you need them. Then underneath on Thursday, it was so funny. So I had like taken a shower, obviously, like I had like this long, well, I was actually, the whole thing was 1, 2, 3, 4. My stomach is growling. I was taking this like shower that I wanted to be super long. I was like so excited about it. And my in-laws texted me and was like, oh, like, we're picking you up in like 15 minutes, right? And I was like, what are they talking about? And I totally forgot. I feel horrible, but also like Nick forgot too, and they're his parents, so I don't feel as horrible, that it was they had asked us to go out with them for their anniversary lunch. We've been trying to like, especially with all of the kids being like not home during the day, we've been trying to do like more things with his parents just because like, I don't know, they're the reason we're there in Texas. So we need to entertain of sorts. So I was like, oh crap. And I like run out of the shower and get dressed. Basically we even booked it. So I don't know like what kind of situation we were having, but basically, hold on, I need to mark, what, I forgot a script because Hannah has it for me, is coming. But anyways, so basically I had to run out of the shower and, where is my like kid stickers, or is this BNT? Oh, that's BNT. And get dressed. But we booked this place called City Post. It's really cute. It, this is from Teddy Plans, has like really cute custom family stickers. We're just going to kind of stick it on the edge there. But it's a super cute little place that's like in an old post office, but it's like super, super cute. So we went there for lunch, which I'm just going to do the little wedding ring for their anniversary. And it was super yummy. And then afterwards I watched, Just Like That, which I ordered, it's the wrong page. I ordered scripts for, but I will have them later tonight. So I will throw that in later. Just Like That, which I love. Then on Friday, I wanted to get Nick's mom something for her birthday, and nothing like says like Andrea, like waiting until the last minute. I used to be a really good planner when it came to this kind of stuff, but thing is, not anymore. So this day, I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use, I don't know actually what I'm going to use. Maybe I'll just use like some rounded boxes, question mark. I really like that so close to that. So I think I'm going to do the rounded box on the bottom. And then I'm just going to do little things for the other ones. Maybe do one big little thing. Not entirely sure. So let's just go ahead and stick these in. I like planning out my box, if you can't tell, before I like plop everything in, just so that I know everything fits the way I like to and looks good. And I'm going to use a yellow one in the middle because I want to pull a little bit more of that yellow in. I feel like Nick's mom would like that yellow color. I feel like she would really realistically like all the colors. So we went to the Domain for Nick's mom's gift. We ended up going, which I had kind of went in one time, but I never went in otherwise. Went into, do I have like a shopping? Oh, here. Kendra Scott. Where? I'm like looking at my thing. Where is it? Okay, here. We also stopped at work. So I'm just going to cut this at kind of like a bias and then just go ahead and slap her down. Hannah texted me a picture. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Anyways, I went to Kendra Scott and I got her a bracelet. Oh, it's this crazy story. Let me tell you this story. I don't think I told it before. I might have in a vlog, but also I don't remember. But basically, we went to Kendra Scott and I was like looked around. It was like so hard because it's very like overwhelming. There's a lot of options, which is like great, but also I start to get a little bit anxious. And I saw this one bracelet and I was like, I think she'll really like that. And it's like very simple, but super pretty. For Daiso, I'm just going to use, use for Daiso? Shopping, question mark? Anyways, so I found it and I was like, I think I'm gonna get this one. So decided on that one. And then as I was standing in line, I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. As I was standing in line, there was like a person in front of me, and they were like, I wasn't like listening in on the conversation. Oh, that's for Tanuki. Well, you know, we're going to keep it now. I wasn't like listening into the conversation, but I could kind of hear parts of it, like, so cool, like, never been in the store when it happened, something, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, like, I didn't really need to ask more because it wasn't my conversation to be had. So anyways, the person then that was ringing me up was like, I'm just going to use this bow because this is why I pulled out for Daiso. The person that rung us up was like, oh, like, that's so cool that person designed this jewelry piece, like, that you're buying. And I was like, oh, that's, like, really cool. Like, and they were, like, really excited, like, the person, I wish I would have said something, but they were really excited because they'd never been in the store. It's Kendra Scott's an Austin brand. They'd never been in the store when somebody was purchasing a piece of the jewelry that they designed. And I was like, oh, that's, like, really cool. And then, like, so that was kind of weird, but, like, it was, like, a cool little story, right? But the story gets more weird. So then, hold on. What am I going to put down here? I could do three fancy labels. So then the story gets weirder because the person who's ringing us up keeps saying, me and Nick, like, we both, like, heard it, but didn't, like, it didn't click. Kept saying Michelle. And I was like, did I tell them, like, what Nick's mom's name was? I don't think I did. So I was like, but I thought I was just hearing things because that's just also very me. And then, like, Nick ended up saying something like, did you tell them that, like, her name's Michelle? And I was like, no. Like, you heard that too? I thought I was just, like, losing my mind. So I was like, Michelle? And she's like, oh, yeah, that's what the piece is called. And I was like, what are the odds that the person who designed the item was in the store, literally checking out before me? I don't know if they're checking out, actually, or just, like, chit-chatting. And that it's the same exact, out of all of the things that I could have picked, like, it's also Nick's mom's name. What are the actual odds? Isn't that bizarre? Like, kind of. Does anybody else think it's bizarre, or is it just me? Because that was like, I was like, wait, what? And then we told them, like, oh, that's, like, Nick's mom's name, my husband's mom's name. And they were like, no way. Whole thing, wild. Very strange experience, especially because I've never shopped at Kendra Scott before, and it was kind of like a last minute, like, thought to go there. So yeah, it was very weird and bizarre, and I definitely won't ever forget. Every time I look at Kendra Scott, I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, that was a very odd experience. Anyways, then we came back and we took a nap because that's our thing, and then we went, well, Nick later on went to the airport to pick up his brother, who then stayed in Bennett's room. So then I had to sleep over with Bennett, and it was horrible. He is not the best at sleeping over. He is a kicker mover in his sleep. So that was that. Then on Saturday, it was party prep. So basically, I am going to go ahead and put in a little thing for party prepping. And then it was the surprise party time, which, like I said, I was, like, kind of worried because, like, I was like, is Nick's mom going to just, like, pass out? Because it wasn't just a surprise party. We also had Nick's sister and all of her kids came, and then also like everyone that they know here. So, like, the Krasinskis, the Zajuses, the neighbors, like, they were all here. And then even more of a surprise, Nick's brother was here, which Nick's brother has only come to visit Texas one time, and that's whenever I was pregnant with Bennett. And he's met Bennett, though, but he had not met, which I feel like a lot of people haven't met Theo and Lila because they were both pandemic babies. Just talking to Jessica about that yesterday because she's thinking about coming to visit. And I was like, you get to finally meet the babies. So that was a surprise as well. But basically, she was surprised that Travis was there, but she wasn't surprised about the surprise party. And I didn't, like, call out I don't know, is it my brother-in-law? If it's, like, my sister-in-law's husband, we're just going to call him my brother-in-law. He kind of, like, was the main spoiler of the surprise, not gonna lie. So, she figured that they were coming. Did you hear my stomach? it's like once I'm done with this, I'm gonna run and get a Sloppy Joe because I made it last night, and Sloppy Joes are my favorite food. They're always gonna be my favorite food, and if you don't like Sloppy Joes, what do you even know? So family time, cake and gifts. So basically she was happy, but she wasn't surprised. But she was surprised that Travis was there, which is Nick's brother, and his family. So that was exciting. And we also got to hang out with Nick's brother, which I feel like we didn't really ever do prior. I feel like he became more of like a family man in the meantime since we left Pennsylvania. So we got to hang out with him, his daughter, and his wife. But it's crazy because I remember whenever she was born, and she's like 8 or 9 now? 8, I think, which is just wild. I think, and also my sister-in-law has 8 kids, and only 3 of them were alive when I started dating Nick. So I've seen like all of them be born, and that it always just like puts into perspective how old I am. Then down here, we did have a game night. My brother-in-law then went over to my in-laws and stayed overnight there so that he could spend time and their kidder could spend time with her grandparents. But Bennett had a lot of fun hanging. He always has fun, the most fun out of all my kids, hanging out with his cousins. So he's pretty excited to get to hang out with this cousin in particular. My kids have like a bazillion cousins. Literally a bazillion. I don't want to do that because that's already in there. So it's always fun when you get to see family because they all live pretty far away because we moved to the, I would say good old, but I don't know. Texas is a little crazy. So we did have a game night. So for game night, I'm going to go ahead and use, I'm so hungry and all I go think about is a Sloppy Joe or 2. So for game night, I'm going to use, I'm excited for game night because I feel like we haven't had one in like 13 years. I use a little meatball. Game night, what? And then we played a new game. We played The Mole, which was super fun. We played a bunch of games of it because it was super easy to play. We also played Terraforming Mars, which took forever with 5 people. I'm not going to lie. I think I prefer it at a lower player count. It just happens. And then we also played 5-Minute Dungeon, which was also very fun. I think we only technically played like one game of it, but also it was like, I don't know. It was kind of like long because it has like multiple levels, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. But anyways, so we played The Mole, and that's like a fun party game. Terraforming Mars is not. It's like a Euro style heavy game. And then we played 5-Minute Dungeon, which is like a lighter game, but it is like more dexterity and like speed based. It's funny because we played The Mole. The Mole is basically kind of like a secret, what is it called? Not Secret Santa, a secret, a secret, like, I can't think of what the word is, like a secret, not killer, but like one person's a secret, kind of like Clue. You don't know who the, like, who done it of it is. But the one time that I was the mole, that's like the whole thing. When I was the mole, I was the fastest to like get called out. But then the next time we played it, I actually was not like found out, and I found out the location, which I don't know if anybody else has found out the location. Basically, you know the location, the mole doesn't know the location, the mole has to pretend they know the location. You can only ask questions on these cards. And then the second time we played, do you hear my stomach? I was the mole, and I actually guessed the location before they found me out, and I don't think anybody else has done that. So this one, not great. Future was great, but I personally don't like those games because they give me anxiety, but I will play them. It was fun. It was more fun than expected. So then on Sunday morning, we went to the pool, which we've been trying to do more. We go with my neighbors, which is Nick's bestie pal, and all of their kids, because they have kids in the same age range as us, which is great. So we were at the pool for 4 hours long, which was super fun. And then afterwards, we DoorDashed. Oh, and we went with them, and then also my brother-in-law came over and they went to the pool with us as well. So we all went, and then we DoorDashed to the pool, Hat Creek, because we were all super hungry. I think Nick's parents might have came over and watched Lila, because I don't think Lila was at the pool for 4 hours, or she went for a little bit and then Nick took her home and then came back. But we had Hat Creek DoorDash, and then we just all kind of hung out. Let me see how I want to do this. 1, 2, 3. We all just hung out at home. The kids all played together, and we just all like chit-chatted and chilled. I don't know if I want to do that color either. I think I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do one of these. I think this would be cute. For relaxing at home, I am just going to use, I'm going to actually just use the little coffee, because I think like Nick made everyone coffee and we all just relaxed. And then we ended up, we had scheduled, I asked Nick's brother Travis, I was like, hey, like, would you rather, like, us all go out to eat, like, all of us, or would you rather, we just kind of like cuddle Nick, let's do like a little star, or would you rather just like the adults go on like a double date? And he said that they haven't went out in a while, so they prefer just to all of us go out. So we asked him if he wanted steak or sushi, and he wanted sushi, and his wife did too. So we ended up going to Uchiko with his brother and his wife, and it was super fun to go out. We just all just kind of shoot the shiz, as they say, and ate food. And then we went to the Domain after, but the place we wanted to go to, which was the Yeti store, was closed, unfortunately. But we had a blast, and it was fun to hang out with his brother and his wife. And the kids all got to hang out, and they like hung out with the in-laws more, which was kind of the aim anyways, because miss their grandkidders. So that, my friends, is the whole entire spread. I think it turned out so stinking pretty. Let me zoom you out so you can see what the 411 is. Super cute. I don't think I'm going to go in with any of these little bits, because this is already a very sparkly spread, which I do love. But let me go ahead and show you what I have left. So as far as foil goes, I have a couple of these left, which I'll probably destash, because like it's one of those things, what are the odds that I'm going to use sprinkle headers in like the Pixie Gold? Also have this, which I will save in Pixie Gold. This again, I probably won't save this. I'll put that in D-stash. I do have some freebies that I didn't end up using that I'll be saving, as well as some of the, this was my custom multi, and then this was my, it's the font, the April font of the month in the like foil of the month of the next month I bought. So I'm going to save all of those, and then I do have some stickers left. All of these though are going to go into my D-stash pile, which I do giveaways usually like twice a year on all of my extras. And I think that's about all. I think the spread turned out so cute. I love this foil color, and I love this kit for this week. I think it turned out super pretty, and I think that is all, and I will talk to you in my next video.